Building approvals plummet. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. We're going to have a look at the latest building approval figures coming out of the ABS. Now, they've gone down. They've gone down by a hefty chunk. It's not at all surprising because, well, home builders coming to an end, guys. All those projects have been approved. They should have gotten the building permits now, so it's going to return back to normal. Now, before we have a look at this, I want to just jump and look at, let me bring up the building approvals chart. Now, you can see there, that's the blue line, was the private sector houses, and the private sector dwelling, excluding houses, apartments, units, those things. Now, have a look at how much those lines spiked compared to the trend. So for houses, Speckies, which is home builder, you see we broke the 15,000 approvals barrier. That's much more than normal, everyone, and this is for a few months as well. So this is future work that's been brought forward. Just remember that. And there's predictions and concerns that the market may get a little quiet next year. So if you're in the building game, guys, and you're flat out, don't buy the Jetski now. Wait until people start selling them on the side of the road. Just rent it out for this weekend. I know you want to go out with the boys, get the carton out, a bit of fishing, relaxing on the beach. Actually, I want to go now. But yeah, don't buy the jet ski. Even if it's a business expense, you can find it. You trick it. I don't know. Maybe you got a job out on one of the islands up north, and you need it to get access there. Still, hold off. Rent. Anyway, the number of dwellings approved fell 8.6% in July, declining for a fourth consecutive month to be 24.9% lower than the peak recorded in March. But as we see by that chart, that peak is just insane. I mean, I'll show you here. Look at how many tens of thousands of people received these home builder grants. So, Daniel Rossi, ABS Director of Construction Statistics, said the decline in the total number of dwellings approved in July was broad-based, with private sector houses falling 5.8% and approvals in private sector dwellings excluding houses falling 12.3%. Since the unwinding of stimulus measures and the return of lockdowns across parts of New South Wales and Victoria, approvals for private houses fell 24.4% from the record high in April. Despite the fall, private house approvals remained at elevated levels and are 28.0% higher than July 2020 and 36.0% higher than July 2019, he said. Across Australia, the number of dwelling approvals fell in South Australia, down 17.9%, Tasmania down 15.3%, WA 11.3%, Victoria 11%, New South Wales 9.9%, and damn it, they rose in Queensland by 9%. I want it to get cheaper here in Queensland to build. I'm right in the middle of construction and renovations on our house, guys. So, approvals for private sector houses fell in South Australia 23.9%, Victoria 7.3%, West Australia 6.9%, New South Wales 4.7%. Private house approvals in Queensland rose 6.3% in seasonally adjusted terms. The value of total building fell 15.9% in seasonally adjusted terms. The value of non-residential building approved fell 30.5% to be 47% lower than the peak recorded in March. Ooh, boy. The value of total residential building fell 6.6%, comprising a 7.6% fall in new residential building and a 0.1% rise in residential alterations and additions. So if we have a look here at the data, the key statistics, total dwellings approved at 17,600, houses 11,671. We can see, yeah, there you go. It's the same chart right there without the apartments. Look at that crash. Look at that crash. So there's houses and there's units. So where are we seeing it? South Australia. Wow. What's going on there, guys? Come on. Well, let us know in the comments. I know we've got one viewer. He's a surveyor in South Australia. And doing a lot of land subdivisions. Don't be getting the jet ski, mate. Because this is the thing with Running a business, most people in the building game, you're either subbies or you've got a small business. 1 man, 2 man bands are pretty common. Just a couple of staff, and you could be flat out, but you still got to be getting out there and just hitting the ground and networking. I want to get a networking event happening again. Kind of like a HeiseSays business networking type of event. I used to do one for the construction industry, and there's a lot of overlap. Be fun too. And I mean, that's part of the game. You got to get your pipeline for the year forward. You got to keep bringing that in. And what do we have a look here? Yep, everyone's down except Queensland. So value of buildings. Well, yep, our buildings are not as valuable as they once were. So there we have it, everyone. Building approvals, well, they're plummeting. I can't imagine anyone is surprised. What's concerning is if these fall below their trend. So, we say that's the trend, and that's the trend. If they start going below that, and that means that work there has been brought back to here. So if I'll zoom out there so you see my beautiful drawing. I only have 4 screens on this computer, guys. I need to get another one with the tablet set up. But anyway, the consideration here is that this future work has been brought forward. So what's the lesson takeaway to this? Well, let's jump on the soapbox. I can't imagine anyone is surprised. This is what happens when the government juices up the market. All the houses that people have gotten built have been more expensive because of supply issues brought on by a number of things. One is increased demand because of government stimulus. Also, cost of shipping has just gone through the roof. I haven't done a video on that for a few days. I may look at that one tomorrow, looking at how high shipping's going, and bringing anything in will just get more and more expensive. So you've got these two things coming together. You've got shortages, you've got increased demand at the same time. But we're also having future projects pulled forward. People are doing them early. They're thinking, well, I'll get 15 grand, 30 grand, go and do it. Government, minimum for home builder, or the revised lowest amount was 15 grand. You have to spend a minimum of 150 to get that 15 grand. So government gets $150,000 of stimulus. 10% of that is GST anyway. The circle of life right there. I think the solution is, if you're in the game, prepare for a potential a lower than normal level of construction, maybe next year, maybe the year further on. It looks like we're heading for a recession, guys. Double dip recession, but we have an election next year. So you could throw all that out the window if the money bags come out. Isn't it fun being in Australia, guys? As always, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and how you're dealing with this, and where you can get the best jet ski rental in Southeast Queensland. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you're a fan of the channel and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. Sign up for SelfWealth or Stake. Use our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy a merge from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.